So for me, I mean, I find joy outside, and that's why in whether it's the wild part outside or where I cultivate, where my garden, and I find it with everything that's outside with me.
Mm-hmm.
And like right now, I don't know if it's all year, but it just seems to be in the fall and so forth, that hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of black corvids, really, I mean, crows and ravens come to the end of, I'm looking out the window here, to the end of this canyon, this is very forested and so forth. And they're making this beautiful noise because they're all crying at the same time and they're flying around and so forth. And, it is just majestic. I sometimes will record it and, and send it to somebody and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's community.
Mm-hmm.
They feel safer together, at night instead of being, scattered all around, and it's just so beautiful to land on some trees and this and that, and they find their way, and eventually they're all there in the forest around me, and then it's quiet until morning. And in the morning they just take off, they don't make any noise. And I just feel like that community is what brings us joy, and it's a community of any scale, size. That one is with corvids, I mean, which I feel very connected to birds, for some reason, I just do. But so I find it being outside, and I think it goes back, you talked about, memories in childhood. I think that I know that when I grew up, it really wasn't very good to be inside the house. It wasn't safe. It wasn't a good place to be. And so I went outside every moment I could, and then I felt safe outside. It was interesting. A lot of people have the opposite. They don't feel safe outside. They feel safe inside. But for me, and the thing about being outside, Christine, is that, I mean, you don't really know what's going on. I mean, even if you can name all the plants and the birds and animals and insects, you still don't know what's going on because science doesn't know what's going on yet. And so it is just a laboratory of curiosity, where you are joyous in not knowing, as opposed to being a know-it-all, or like being a professional, being an expert, and which means you can be wrong or right. And when you're outside, there is no right. There's just a beauty and majesty and community and intricacy and mystery and sacredness, And so you're inhaling it literally, by the way. And when you're outside, the plants are going, the microbial populations of plants that are being, aerosolized by the plants are going into your body and becoming your body. It's not just like it's not a concept, okay? It is a physical activity. And the beautiful book by Ed Young, I Am Multitudes, describes this beautiful way in which we are inseparable from everything around us, each other as people, our pets, our trees, our plants, our, whatever around us. And that inseparability, is a balm in a world that is trying to separate us, and trying to disconnect us.